Hello, my darlings. Welcome to your weekly reading. I am using the Animal Totem Tarot for you today, and we shall be pulling 3 cards for your past energies, for the present energies, and for potential future energies, with the understanding that energies do shift and change as your perspective of the situation shifts and changes. So, my darlings, overriding messages that have come out for you are temperance and justice. This is for all the star signs here today. So it is to have a little patience at this time with your situation, to rest in the space of trusting that all will be well, my darlings, and to just take a pause on your life, just to consider what may be happening for you at this time, and to perhaps moderate some of the energy, emotion, the emotions that you're giving towards this situation. There is, with this Justice card, the understanding that this is unfolding according to divine law for you. There is going to be quite strong change for you as well. But this is change that is something that is fulfillment, something that's close to the heart for you as well. So beautiful start to this reading. I am starting with Virgo. Thank you for the messages for Virgo, my darlings. Just before I start, if this reading resonates, you are hearing it within your divine design. And if it does resonate, or I resonate as a reader, thank you so much for the likes. Thank you as ever for your comments. For those of you who have subscribed, have become members of this channel, and my give back to you, my darlings, is the online pay what you can 30-minute reading. Details are in the description box below. So for Virgo, my darlings, your past energy, which is prevalent today, is the Fool card with the little grasshopper. I think you have literally hopped out of your comfort zone. You've hopped out of your shadow. You've hopped out of hiding at this time. And it is giving you a sense of fulfillment, a sense of completion. There is a sense of you, perhaps you feeling that you haven't done anything, that you're just going from the same place to the same place. Doesn't seem to be for you a change of scene, but this is representational of your energy making a great big shift. So think about how perhaps your perception of things has changed. And that in itself is creating for you a new expanded energetic structure, something that is bringing in the new, releasing the old and bringing in the new. So the lovely grasshopper here, and it's taken a tremendous leap for you to energetically to move past something that was perhaps blocking you, to move past an obstacle in your life. And you've sort of, actually, it's a sensation of you sailing over it with a sort of a joy that you've actually done it. So there's something that you've moved past, you've let go of. And let's see where this little grasshopper is hopping into. Thank you. Your present energy. Thank you for Virgo. And of course, you've done something differently, my darlings. You've got the 9 of Wands has come out for you with, the mountain goat here. There is in your present energy, and again, please take a moment to acknowledge this. This is a knowing, this is an acknowledgement, taking a stand with where you are right now, which is in a very powerful position, because whatever you have decided to do, it is with a difference. You have decided to, and it has taken a lot of nimble steps. It's taken a lot of sure-footed steps. It's taken a lot of courage, but whatever you have decided to do, my darling, you've reached the pinnacle of it. You have achieved something. You've achieved greater heights than you've done before. And this is again representing where you are feeling right now about yourself, about the situation and what you've overcome. And Spirit is saying that the hard part of this is now over. And it's because you made a decision, your will and determination to do something different. And you understand you've taken each and every one of those actions with you on your journey. You've understood why you've done certain things on your journey as well. But the 9 of Wands is also to say, you recognize also that there can be within you a feeling alongside of accomplishment of also a tiredness. It can be emotionally exhausting to come out of doing something a certain way and make such a big shift and change in your life and again, with how you're feeling about things, how you're perceiving things, that there has been a release of energy, and that in its evolution can perhaps cause you to feel particularly tired. You may be feeling exhausted. You may be feeling that you need a lot of rest. You may be feeling not quite 100%, but it's the warrior within you. It's that will and that determination that you have shown, which is so wonderful. And I really feel you've let go of something. You've let go of the outcomes of it. And there is a sense of falling away now, sense of release. Let's have a look at the potential outcome for you. Thank you. But, you know, that Fool and that Nine of Wands together, whatever you're doing, my darling, you keep doing it, Virgo. Thank you. Potential outcome, please, for Virgo. Thank you. That wanted to, oh, it went back in. So they've given you the Temperance card again for you, and that Justice card. So isn't that extraordinary? So just to reaffirm what I said before, and in fact, the Temperance is looking at the Justice card here. Oh, sorry, bear with me just one second. My little doggies want to come. Sorry about that. So just to reaffirm what I was saying before, look with patience on this situation. Trust that everything is flowing to you according to divine design, and it is full, my darling, of colorful change for your life, of hopes, of blessings. It's the rainbow after the storm for you. There's a fresh start for you here, and there is a ripple effect, a natural ripple effect that will occur for you, for your greatest good, for your greatest happiness, if you stand still now, if you just rest in the space of trusting all is well, all is according to divine law, and just perhaps moderate what you're doing where you're feeling that you're doing too much of something. You know what I mean by that. Perhaps maybe there's a little bit of pulling still on something, or a little bit of trying to make something happen. Just come back into that place of resting and observing. The Justice card, as I said, is that even though things may be seeming to go against you, you're very close to a certain sense of a fulfillment, a certain sense of balance coming back into your life. This is the path that you have chosen and were meant to be on. And it is all about the decisions that you're making at this time, my darling. But this is according to divine law and divine design. And you're exactly where you're meant to be. So there we are, my darling. And there's that World card, that completion that's already happened for you, being able to see the big picture and being able to feel much more of a sense of harmony and balance about what is happening for you. And there is just a little rest period for you now. You never jump straight from the World into the Fool card. And I'm going to tell you something else as well with this Fool card. The fact that you have not seen any big difference per se yet when you took this jump in the past to feel and do and see things differently only shows to me that you created this change in your life now, the change that's happening for you now. And it is called sometimes the Fool's Journey, but you would be foolish not to do it. It is only those that don't do it for fear of failure, for fear of perceptions of others, that actually lose out. Everything starts with taking a leap of faith in some form or another. So this is wonderful, darling. So there we are, Virgo. That was your reading for the week. I trust that has helped those that have resonated with it, and I look forward to doing another one for you next week. Take care, my darlings. Aries, hello, my darlings. Welcome to your weekly reading. Let's pull your 3 cards for you, past, present, and potential outcome. Thank you for Aries, the past position for those that most need to hear it. That flew out for you. Wonderful, my darling. You have got the 3 of Pentacles that has come out for you. I feel that you finally been able to reach a place where you feel that growth is happening for you, change is happening for you. Things that perhaps were out of your reach before now seem to be falling into place for you. There seems to be a structure within your life. You have perhaps tried before in various different ways, and whether this is to do with relationships or it's to do with situations, life path, your career, whatever this may mean for you, my darling. You've tried before, and perhaps you felt that it hasn't been right. Things haven't quite worked out for you. And but you have, with your higher sense of awareness, recognized that that felt right. It was, in hindsight, perhaps not the right place or the right relationship for you. And now you're very close. You're sort of feeling like you're touching, you can kind of see, sense and touch that where you fit, where you are right now, feels right for you, for something for the future. This is the foundation for the future in the past for you, my darling. And there is, because his little tongue's out, so I was just noticing, there is some, perhaps you may want to call it rewards or little surprises and delights in the past that have shown you that you're exactly where you're meant to be. Let's have a look to see your present energy. Thank you. Of course, your present energy is the sun, my darling. So this is this the little lemur? I think it's the little lemur. The sun helps things to grow, and Mother Nature in its natural cycles helps us to release things, helps us to heal, helps us to start new growth, helps us to blossom. It represents everything, but it is the healing that you are doing within, because Mother Nature, the sun, helps things to grow even when we can't see it happening. So this is the inner healing, my darling, that you've been doing. And this represents the state and space of both knowledge and happiness and embracing and being open to everything that is happening for you in your life right now. There's a sort of a feeling of a sort of wide openness to you of your energy, and also a state of being that, even though again you may not be seeing certain things as you would wish and desire to see in the sense of utter fulfillment, you are very consciously of what is around you, very conscious of what is beneath your feet. You're very conscious of and grateful for everything that you do have now. And the Sun card is to say that with the continuation of this energy, the future only looks beautifully bright for you, because you're open to receiving it, and you're also open to understanding that you, as an aspect of nature, as a natural aspect of nature, as the same source energy, deserve this, are entitled to this, and that you're also in a space of understanding that everything has a natural cycle. And this is one of a great place of self-fulfillment, and it's not been without a struggle, my darling. I also feel, because this is the little lemur, that you have perhaps groups of people, or those people around you, that are providing you with a sense of soul family, a sense of community. You're not alone, but you do enjoy your aloneness, your stillness, your solitude as well. Let's have a look. But it's a beautiful energy here with the Three of Pentacles and the Sun together, darling. It's certainly one of extraordinary growth for you, and not just growth, but growth in a way that is super positive, and growth and positivity that comes from a wonderful sense of clarity about your situation, that is giving you that sense of peace as well. So let's have a look at your potential outcome. Thank you. What we should, oh my goodness, that right, okay, let's have a look. Well, I'm seeing the Eight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. And that is a beautiful energy. And I'm also seeing the Knight of Swords has come. So wherever you are healing from, you've got the Three of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Eight of Wands. I want to show you how amazing this energy is for the outcome, because in this place of healing where you are, because you made a decision to move away from things that were just pushing you away. It was just that pushing energy of, no, this is not right, this is not right. And because of where you are and embracing what is happening for you at this time in terms of healing and self-love, you have been able to address, consider, reflect on past hurts, on things that have passed from your life. And it isn't without, in a gentleness of spirit, remembering the fullness of it all, not just the bad times, but the good times as well. There is a respectful energy within this card, and you see the dark clouds are clearing here. So whatever you have done in terms of honoring the past, understanding that for many reasons that was in your life, and the elephant remembers, but with a gentleness and courage to just, it's a visitation of it, but then it's a moving away to move forward. And that's the energy that I'm receiving from this card. There is nothing wrong, and this is about the future for you as well. There's nothing wrong with revisiting the past, if it is with the understanding that you're here to reflect on lessons learned, and to reflect with understanding and compassion about what has happened, to bless the past, to bless it, and then to move away from it. You've got here the Knight of Swords, to take flight. I feel it's in the future, there is this, this is the energy that's coming in for you. It's one of sort of dropping whatever has been battling within you, whatever emotions have been in a battle within you, to drop it, to drop the identity of yourself, of who you were in the past, and decide that, and this is a sort of death and rebirth with the crow here, to sort of, you've perhaps picked over it enough in that sense, and to fly away from it with, my goodness, a huge amount of messages for yourself, a huge amount of clarity, a huge amount of understanding, and to be able to fly above it and to fly free from it as well. This is a true letting go of what has happened. And then what you do have is the Eight of Wands, powerful, beautiful energy with a freedom. It's a spiritual freedom. It's a harnessing of your will, your drive, and your determination in a way, and this is a beautiful day here, in a way that's being channeled. There is a sort of path forward that you kind of know, and that's why you've got this Three of Pentacles in the path. This is a wide open space, but it's got the mountains on either side. This is, the canyon on either side, to show that there is a way forward. This is where you're directing your energy forward, and where attention goes, energy flows. And this is a free flowing, non-resistant life force energy that is both practical, dependable, a joy to watch, you watching yourself as well. There is no burdens on you. There is no one for you to carry anymore. This is just you in your wonderful, free spiritual self, moving forward in a way that is just fantastic for this Three of Pentacles. And there's that Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So there is something, new beginnings, that you're going to love and desire. It could be new beginnings in a relationship, or new beginnings for you, just for yourself, to find out what it all means, and how everything is connected. Whatever it is, my darling, this is a wonderful representation of you moving through heartache in a very powerful way, and transforming sadness into something entirely different, my darling. So there we are, for Aries. I trust and hope that has helped you, my darling. I look forward to doing another weekly reading for you next week. In the meantime, have the rest of a gorgeous weekend. Take care, my darlings. Bye-bye. Capricorn, hello, my darlings. Welcome to your weekly reading using my Animal Totem Tarot. I'm going to pull you a past energy, present energy, and potential outcome of energy, bearing in mind that energy does shift and change as your perceptions change of yourself and the situation you're in. So let's have a look, my darling, at the past energy for you. Thank you, Spirit, for Capricorn, for those that most need to hear this message. And we have got... interesting, we've got the Six of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles in the past energy. Let's have a look at your present energy, my darling. Thank you. Thank you. Knight of Pentacles, lots of Pentacles here, and potential outcome. Thank you. We have got the Two of Cups. An overriding energy is the Eight of Cups. Okay, so this is what I'm feeling. There's been a big shift to you in terms of your perceptions of relationships, darling, and the work that is needed to be done by yourself in order to perhaps hold on to relationships. Because the overriding energies is a great effort and will that you've put into moving away from perhaps those relationships that ask too much of you. Those relationships that were not as rewarding as you would have expected them to be. Expectations, strong expectations of people can bring such disappointments, because remember, we're always perceiving others through our own eyes, and that's based on our own perceptions of life. We tend not to see things as they are, but as we are. But I think you're very aware of this, and I think with this Eight of Cups, this has been your will and determination to perhaps go against the current, to go against what you thought was the right and easier thing to do, and to do something different. And this is bringing you home to yourself. This is the connection to yourself, and it's a really powerful energy for you, because in your past position, the Eight of Pentacles and the Six of Cups, what I feel is that you worked very, very hard at maintaining relationships again within your life. It's just a reaffirmation of this Eight of Cups. You worked very hard, and it's not to say that there weren't, and perhaps this is with relationships regarding love, it can be with your family and friends as well, but whatever the relationship you're thinking of at this time, there are more than one otters though in this card. It is not to say that through those experiences of that relationship that you didn't have a great sense of enjoyment and joy and fulfillment and happiness and letting go and all of it, but it was something that you worked very hard at. And it's perhaps something that you were very skilled at doing in terms of maintaining a happy space for others, doing it because it felt right to do, perhaps giving too much to create a harmony and balance that otherwise wouldn't have existed. It's called holding the space. And it takes a great skill to do that. It takes a great awareness of other people's energies and emotional balances or imbalances to do that. And I feel through this experience that you've learned so much about who you are and what your capabilities are as well. But it was a sort of the first step of your journey was this Eight of Pentacles. Do you see here this goat? And this is, I can't remember the name of this goat. Will somebody comment if they do? The one that sort of traverses down the sides of mountains, and it's an extraordinary sight to watch. So there has been great skill in the past in terms of how you have traversed through relationships. But I feel with this, because of the Eight of Cups energy here, that the sense of fulfillment you thought you were going to receive during this wasn't quite there. And it's because I feel that you were giving too much. There wasn't the balance there in the relationship. And in fact, if you hadn't given as much as you had given, then perhaps the relationship wouldn't be the way it was. So there was a sort of imbalance. And I think that understanding has come in for you as well. But there was, within this aspect of this energetic duality of this relationship, there was a great deal of fun and joy and celebration and growth and relaxing into it as well. And I feel that a lot of acknowledgement as well, thank you, Spirit, of what you have done to create that space too. Now, in the present position, you have got the Knight of Pentacles. And so I feel now, with that Eight of Cups energy, that you have decided to come up out of that energetic space and to move forward now. And as a knight is movement, but it tends to be a movement that is alone. Knights go out bravely, they venture forth, they're on an adventure, they are exploring, and it's an energy that is sure and steady and dependable and is going to reach that conclusion, that finishing line, It is one of planning for you. It is one of progress for you at this time. And I feel that you are, wherever you are right now, whether it is with this current relationship that's been in the past, I feel all this is a new relationship that you're coming to, because in the future you have the Two of Cups here. I feel that you are coming towards a sense of completion, a sense of fulfillment, a sense of balance in a relationship that's either new or a deepening of a current one, where you're not trying so hard. You're not trying so hard to be all things to all people, and you're actually putting yourself first. You've walked away from trying so hard to help others. It's not to say that, you know, you're not with them, but your effort and determination is doing what's intuitively and instinctively right for you and being yourself. You know, the other fish may look at the salmon and think, why on earth are they going upstream? It's so much easier to swim downstream. But there is within the salmon the understanding that it needs to do this. So whatever you are feeling you need to do at this time, and with this current Knight of Pentacles energy, Spirit is saying for you to keep doing it. So you're in a very dependable, and it's a slow energy, as you know. It's not happening, things aren't happening very fast, but that's because you're noticing things. That's because you're taking your time. And I feel that you are in a lovely sort of joyful, patient, blissful anticipation of what is happening for you in the next stages of this adventure that you are on. And then you've got the Two of Cups energy. And is this the little hermit crab? Maybe. So I feel that in your exploration of the deeper level, the deeper meanings of things, this is on the bottom of the sea, you have discovered treasure. You've discovered treasure about what a balanced relationship truly means, from what you thought it might have meant in the past. And you've discovered, and you will discover, this is all in its potential outcome in your exploration, having been a little bit in hermit mode and reclusive, that actually things always shift, things are always changing, but that the consistency of a relationship is not, well, the constant demand on a relationship not to change is in effect what can bring about the greatest disappointments. And I feel that you're ready for whatever, and this is the richness of the barrier reef. You're ready for whatever richness a relationship is going to give you, but also with the understanding that things and emotions dip and change, and you're just in a flow with it. You're in that sort of lovely wave of it. And so whatever Two of Cups relationship is either deepening for you in your life or coming in for you in your life, it is one where you are surrendering to the flow of it, and you understand the connection and why the connection is there and the balance is there, and you're not going to try so hard to be something perhaps that you're not, or try and hold the space so much. You're going to let things fall over. You're going to let things be as they're meant to be. You're not going to interfere with any cause and effect that was going to happen in future relationships. You're just going to be present and enjoy them for what they are. And that, my darling, is a wonderful energy. And it's with a nurturing energy as well as the Empress. This is in a very nurturing, relaxed space, and both being appreciative of your relationship or relationships, but also understanding that you don't need to charge in, you don't need to rush in, that actually you're holding the space energetically and with love and understanding is actually more than often what is needed. And then also that you are observing the sacred connection of the relationship, that first and foremost, it is there as a sacred teacher for you. I trust and hope that makes sense, but I feel that those that resonate with this reading will understand what it is that I'm saying about your different perspective of what you've let go of and you've moved away from to what you are coming into, which is now what you're attracting into your life, which is a much more powerful understanding and appreciation of relationships and your ultimate happiness within them, darling. So there we are, my darlings. I trust and hope that has helped those that have resonated with this. I look forward to doing another weekly reading for you next week. But in the meantime, have the rest of a gorgeous weekend. Take care, my darlings. Bye-bye. Aquarius, hello, my darlings. Welcome to your weekly reading. Using my animal totem card to do a past, present energy and also a future potential outcome energy. Obviously, understanding that future energies can change as your perception of your situation, what you've come to this reading about, change. So what is in your past energy? You have got the Fool card has come out for you. I love this little grasshopper because you are being very brave in a big bad world. It's not really a big bad world, but the grasshopper does like to hide away within the comfort of the grass. But it also uses that comfort zone to sort of launch itself into another comfort zone. But I feel what you've done here with this Fool card is you've decided to do something that perhaps in your perception of things doesn't seem to be very different, but actually the energy with which you're doing it is a very new, fresh approach. I trust that makes sense. So this is perhaps a repeat of a journey for you taken it before, but you're doing it differently. And it is with a skill and an expertise that you are launching yourself forward now energetically, embracing simply the fun of doing something, and not really being concerned about where you're going to land and how you're going to land. And, you know, this is the first card of each cycle of our life. And if we didn't take that step, we didn't launch ourselves, take that leap forward, then we wouldn't be moving anywhere. We wouldn't be doing anything. So it's always best to do something, but to do it with that wonderful leap of faith and that spontaneous action. So a really lovely energy, my darling. And there is certainly a sense of releasing all sorts of things that you thought you needed in the past, and now you realize you don't need at all. So let's have a look at your present energy. Thank you. Thank you. Aquarius, thank you. Present energy. Wonderful, wonderful energy, my darlings. What I'm feeling for you, you've got the Eight of Wands, the Three of Swords has come out, and the Nine of Swords came out with it. So what I'm feeling is, and the reason I'm saying lovely here, because you might think, oh my God, this looks a bit dark. Well, it's not, it's a representation, and I'm seeing the Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck. There is a freedom from perhaps an emotional connection that this is the order with which these cards came out. So there is a freedom from perhaps, and in fact, I'm going to put them around this way because in the other way, this was the past, and then this was connected more closely to that Fool card. So, and I can't remember who else was quite similar to this energy. But it's within this group of readings. It's like you were roused from your previous cycle, from that previous space of this Three of Swords. You were roused because something came knocking, something came to kind of wake you up from this situation. Whatever, this is the Crow, the Keeper of Secrets, represents perhaps the picking over of things and seeing that morsel of information, that morsel of enlightened truth that's come through, that can come through with such clarity, even when our mind is trapped within a space of conflicting, repeating thoughts, and sometimes our imagination, and combined with our energy and motion and the pain that we're feeling can create tsunamis of conflicting waves of ups and downs within this goodness spirit, and so much more than it actually is. And I feel that after this period, which you also had to go through to kind of come through it with a, oh my goodness, I'm so pleased to be free of that. You then came into the space in the present where now, with a quiet dignity and a gentleness and a grace and a remembrance and an understanding and a bowing down to what has happened, but with acknowledgement of what has been learned, what has been remembered. And although this is an ending of something for you, you feel that something new is happening, some change has happened within you, and that there is no more hurt within that situation for you anymore, and you will be moving away from it. And then you've got this wonderful 8 of Wands energy, my darling. This horse represents actually the masculine aspect of yourself that is powerfully now moving forward and directing your attention forward. Where attention goes, energy flows. And if you see the combination of these 3 cards, from this very stuck energy to a gentle looking back on the past, but with a more understanding and gentleness, and I understand this now, I understand the lesson that's been learned, and then a moving away, because this bull elephant, even in your masculine aspect of looking at, which can be sometimes, you know, the masculine side of us can kind of push things and try and control things and move things forward. But even in this space, this bull elephant is there saying, I've come for a moment, I'll look for a moment, and then I will be on my way. So it is that sort of reflection of the past now that is so different for you. Now you've taken a big energetic leap forward, and this is the energy that Spirit is reminding you, with the reflection of the past, to focus on now, and that you're not the story of your past anymore. You're not telling the story of your past anymore. You're focusing on the freedom of where your energy is going. This is liberated energy that's come out of this stuck situation, and you're free from the weights of the past. You're free to do as you feel, and there is a sense of joy and delight, and also a great skill. It is beautiful. You know, when the grasshopper hops, it is wonderful, it's sudden, and you may have done this suddenly. You may have decided that something may have shifted within you suddenly, but there's been a sudden change and a sudden perception. You're feeling it too. And the same with this horse. Suddenly these horses will just run just for the sheer joy of it. So there is a sort of expression and a feeling of sheer joy. And with this Ace of Cups here, with the Kingfisher, this is an emotional, this initially is for you as self-fulfillment and self-love, but this is an emotional intimacy that you're having with yourself at the moment, if I may say it like that, in terms of your connection with yourself. You're really getting to know your feelings behind the feelings behind the feelings, and your cup is overfloweth. So you are able almost to pick and choose what you want to give your attention to at this time. And things seem to be happening. Things seem to be coming towards you as well. I want you to look up the Kingfisher too, but it is a wonderful present energy of not going chasing something anymore, but allowing it to come to you, to let go, and just allowing and trusting that the universe will provide, and everything that you need and everything that you are desiring in a sense of fulfillment is on its way to you. So that is beautiful. Let's have a look at potential outcome for you. Thank you. Thank you. Wow, my darlings. So there is still Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So a new desire, a new relationship, a new venture, a new project, something that is source energy, something that is coming from divine source wisdom, something that I feel that has also come out as something that has stung. So, but the wasp here also represents that what you have learned from it, because the wasp is incredibly clever and creates extraordinary structures, and it's about the hard work that you've done has created this Ace of Wands. If you hadn't done this, this wouldn't be appearing, and these are on either ends, like bookends of this reading. And it's a reminder for you that everything is connected at a very deep level. The wood wide web, everything is connected. So that is the overriding energy for you for the future. They don't want you to rush, okay? Allow this free-flowing energy to go where it's meant to go, spontaneously moving. Follow those breadcrumbs, follow those signs. Know that every single coincidence is a co-creating instance. Every single serendipitous coincidental moment where you go, my God, that was weird, or that was wonderful, it's all an opening, a key to an opening of a door of something positive for you, and to follow those amazing breadcrumbs, and set your intention to the universe that you desire and wish to see those breadcrumbs. But in the meantime, okay, you've got here this lovely, and this is your energy within that space. It seems like two very different energies. It's not at all. It's just your perception of actually allowing your energy to work for you in a powerful way, rather than you physically and mentally getting in the way and trying to do something. That's all it is, my darling. So you can relax in a space of utter clarity that everything's been taken care of for you. And there is the panda here that talks about the balance of in the future, the black and whiteness, the yin and the yang, perhaps the luck you might perceive as luck, but actually it's again a co-creating instance. It's something that you have created as a master manifester, and to chill out with it all, because this is the Ace of Swords. This is the utter clarity of the situation, the truth. It's the yes card for you in terms of whatever you are asking for. And with the bamboo, it's a reminder that bamboo, the first year it sleeps, the second year it creeps, the third year it leaps. I feel you are in the third of something that is happening for you. And third means growth. Third is this new cycle. The third year it leaps. Something is now moving, and it's because you have created, because the bamboo has to grow down deep before it comes up, then it starts to creep, and then suddenly it leaps. And so it is now able to go with the winds of change. It's able to bend with the winds of change. And so that is what is happening for you at this time. Now, alongside of that, you've got this wonderful Four of Swords, another little creature that leaps. So in all the leaping that you are doing, do remember that this is still, and as it should be, a healing time for you. 4 and the 1 make 5, the Five of Swords. There are still some conflicting energies within you, and that's again exactly as it's meant to. But it's about you respecting that those conflicting energies are coming up for you to listen to them, for you to respect them, for you to release them, for you to let them go. There is so much that you've already healed from, so much that you are seeking still, and all will come to you in divine timing. But this little frog, although it is basking in the sun, is also in seeking the truth, is also sitting still, because if it exerts too much effort when there is no perhaps emotional fulfillment at hand, then it is going to be exhausted. So it is a reminder in this Four of Swords, the necessity for you to self-care both now and in the future, and to chill out and to relax and to do things that are nourishing, a food for the soul. So whatever that may mean for you, my darling, but a beautiful overcoming of a past, and a transformational energy. And you just keep doing those leaps of faith, my darling. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy. I trust that this has helped those that have resonated with this reading. I look forward to doing another reading for you next week. In the meantime, my darlings, have a rest of a gorgeous weekend. Take care. Bye-bye. Gemini, hello, my darlings. Welcome to your weekly reading using the Animal Totem Tarot to pull you 3 cards for those that most need to hear it. Ooh, your past position has already come out. Thank you, which is the Ace of Swords, my darlings. The present position, oh my goodness, is the King of Swords. And the potential outcome. Thank you, Spirit. Potential outcome. Thank you. Potential outcome, thank you, is the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, and overriding energy is the 8 of Pentacles. Let me show you these 3 cards. Past energy that's prevalent in today, which is the King of Swords, and then the 3 of Pentacles as an outcome for you. Very powerful energy, my darling, alongside the 8 of Pentacles. So whatever decisions that you are making at this present time, sorry, I put them around the wrong way. Whatever decisions that you are making at this present time, they are very important for your future. And you are doing so because I feel that you have handed the power over, the control over that you might have used to have had in your life over. It's like handing it over to the higher power here. As the eagle, you have decided and made a decision to fly high above the situation, to fly elsewhere, to rise above and to come away from negativity. You're very much in a place in this present energy of one of knowledge, perhaps more logic. You might perceive it as logical, but actually as the eagle, you are very trusting of your intuition that's coming through of this at this time. And you have your eye, I'm being told, on the prize. You know what you desire in the future with this Three of Pentacles. I just want to go back to the past position for you with the Ace of Swords. This energy for me is a wonderful energy of having some form of utter clarity in the past that allowed you just to come into a place of, do you know what, it's all right, it's all going to be okay, I can just relax in this space now. This is a yes card, and it's also a card of the bamboo, which is the first year it leaps, the second year it creeps, and the third year it leaps. And I feel that there has been, this panda is not sitting here just because, he's actually created an environment and nurtured an environment and looked after an environment to the point where it is now providing for him. And he's very content within that space. And he did do what was nurturing for his soul. So whatever clarity that you received in the past, or understanding of a situation, of a person, of an event, or of an experience, it gave you that extraordinary, divinely timed insight, and perhaps a very powerful voice as well. You stepped into that space of using your voice wisely and well and with a command, because it's allowed you to come away from it as the King of Swords. So whether you were in an environment that you perceived in the past to be an awful lot of change and growth and things happening, and I feel for many of you this is to do with a role that you had, and there was a sort of certain contentedness there within you. I feel that you just made that some form of clarity has come in where you've realized, and perhaps a little bit what you might have considered luck, but something happened in your divine design that allowed you to leap, because actually the third year the bamboo leaps, and I feel that some form of change has happened and it's brought you to this space, the King of Swords. So the King of Swords, my darling, again, is a decision you've made to come away from something, a decision you've made to perhaps do something independently for yourself. Again, it's a very logical card, but I feel more with this card a deep sense of knowing, a deep sense of, despite the darkness of the current situation, you know what you are doing to create a new foundation for yourself. And the reason I feel that you might have in the past felt comfortable or complacent with where you are, and then something happened that gave you clarity, something that was a contrast to where you were, and at the time you may have not, it may have been a bit of a shock, but now you can look back on it and see that it was lucky. Whatever happened to make you move away from an environment that encouraged you to move. This is the Three of Pentacles, because the giraffe will feed from, and I can't remember the name of the tree, but it emits a scent that encourages the giraffe to move to other trees. But where you've been going, and this is where you have been very intent on your getting there, is something that is an open structure, one that is not sending you on your way, one that is welcoming and open and makes you feel that you are able to be and do and say how it's something you've created for yourself. And you can see here the giraffe is just about to lick one of those pentacles. So I feel, if it hasn't happened already, there is a very close gift that's coming your way, something that is an aspect of your determination and what you decided to do to make perhaps a great situation, what you thought was a bad situation, but in hindsight is very different, because the overriding energy here is the Eight of Pentacles. And this very skillful goat is about to jump onto the first pentacle. So there is a way ahead to go, but just like the giraffe's tongue is touching that first pentacle, okay, and the goat's about to leap onto that, there is something that's coming in to show you, to assist you. There is an opportunity, there is a gift, there is value, there is something new you're going to be aware of, and you're kind of going to touch it and land on it and go, oh my goodness, this is kind of like the first step. So whatever assistance this may be, whatever support this may be, whatever manifestation of something you've put out that's coming back, you're going to recognize it and you're going to go, oh, this is nice, this is tasty, this is good, oh, this is helpful. So it's that sort of energy. And remember, it's the first pentacle on this new journey for yourself, and your higher self knows this. Your higher self knows this. You had to rise up and away from something that maybe made you a little bit too comfortable, but you had to step out of your comfort zone. You were shoved, you were pushed, whatever it is, but the universe gave you a little shove. It sent you on your way, and actually you're now beginning to go, okay, I understand now why this has actually worked out for me. So really, really lovely energy, my darling. But the last thing I wanted to say, despite how you may be feeling about yourself, I know deep down that you know that whatever it is that you are creating, you are very skilled at doing it. It is incredible to watch. You know, when we see these goats on the side of these mountains, they think, how on earth can they do that? Well, there is an admiration, a respect for you that you may be unaware of, because instinctively, intuitively, it just comes to you. I feel it's something to do with communication. I feel it's something with how you present yourself, because you are both in command of language, but you also have a commanding presence, but you're also very approachable and everybody loves you. It's that sort of energy. But whatever you're doing with communication, with words, it is food for your soul. And the change is food for your soul. Third year it creeps. The change is food for your soul, and you know this. And there is so much. This is just the beginnings of it for you. The beginnings of, it's like this change has been the key to open up this doorway for you. And there is a way to go, but each and every one of these, you're going to jump at the chance, jump at the chance, jump at the chance, and then pause and enjoy it, and then jump at the next level. So there we are, my darlings. What a wonderful reading for you. I trust that this has helped those that have resonated with it. I look forward to doing another reading for you next week. But in the meantime, have a gorgeous, gorgeous weekend. Take care, my darlings. So much love. Bye-bye. Pisces, hello, my darlings. Welcome to your weekly reading using my animal totem tarot for you. Let's see what wishes to come out for your past position, my darling. Thank you. So what have we got? Goodness me, we have got the Tower has come out for you. On the bottom of the deck, we have the World card has come out. So within divine intervention, you could call it divine law, there was a natural ending of an energetic structure that you had in your life. And that energetic structure had so much more than just you in it. It had a community within it that all seemed to be working together well. But it was the natural ending of that structure. There was necessity of that structure ending. And within your universe, it was because there was a conditioning within it, a rigidity to it that wasn't conducive to further growth. The community couldn't flourish within the structure that it was in. So this naturally, with the storm that came in, the chaos that came in, ended it, but it encouraged those that were in this community, and this is an ant community, to go and create anew, to go and expand beyond where they had been. And this is the importance of it. And it's led to the end of the old, the beginning of the new, an expanded structure in your life. And the lightning represents the clarity. It also represents perhaps the strike with which this happened fast, but also in that moment, the lightning awareness of something, because within the storm, within the chaos, cause has an omnipotent symphony. There was, with clarity now and understanding, you looking back and seeing actually what has harmoniously occurred from this experience, that whatever wasn't present then within your awareness is so present now, because you have the World card. It is completion. The storm passes and this beautiful day has appeared. And I feel now you're in a present, this is an energy of the past as well, that overriding energy of peace, of letting things go, just appreciating that this too shall pass. You know, if there are a few clouds in your life right now, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And that you are the center of yourself. You are your own island. You are looking after yourself. You are not in need of so much of the community that you thought you needed before. But, you know, with the World card as well, there is this understanding for you of the harmony and balance that's come out of this tower situation. And it is a moment for you to take stock, to pause, to just be. I'm also feeling with this, it's almost like there is a volcano here. It's the first time I've seen this in this card. So I feel that there is so much within you that's ready now to come forth. There is so much that you are tapping into now, but there is going to be, in this next cycle of your life, almost an eruption of extraordinary fire energy that's coming out. And it's because, again, it's naturally time for it to appear. It's been lying dormant within you for so long. It's quite deceptive, this peaceful day, because this didn't happen in order for this to be a continuum. This happened in order for something extraordinary to happen for you. So let's see what your present energy is like, where you are presently, darling. Thank you for Pisces. Wow. So present energy, 3 cards in your present. I'll show you in a second, but you have got the 8 of Cups. I love this 8 of Cups, because this is the salmon making its journey home. And all the other fish may look at it and go, what earth are you doing? Why aren't you just going downstream? And the salmon is going, no, this is what I feel is the right thing to do. And the salmon is making this journey because it is about its evolution, about its growth, its desire to do for others. And that is your desire to do for others. The salmon also understands in its journey home that takes great will and effort, and not without danger, not without adventure, that there may be some salmon around it that may fall by the wayside, but there's nothing this salmon can do, and it's not meant to help others at this point. It's meant to focus on what it is doing in preparation for the future to help. Does that make sense? I trust that it does. So that's your energy at the moment. You're in a state of preparation for how you're going to help others. But you know, there are certain energies around you that may wish and desire to follow you and be with you on this journey, but they may be falling away. And that's the Eight of Cup energies. And there's nothing that you're meant to be doing about it. However, what is alongside of that, I want to show you. You had the Three of Cups with the wonderful puffins, alongside this Eight of Swords and the Four of Wands. So what I'm feeling is, because of this Tower, this is the first card that came out, because of this Tower, in your present energy, you've come up out of the darkness. And there has been, and it's a wonderful energy with the Mole, because even when, this is a recognition from Spirit, even when you couldn't see the Mole can't see, can it? It's much more comfortable in the dark. So you've been very comfortable in the dark. You've been very comfortable going through this Eight of Swords painful period of your life, resting in the dark. You've done the inner work. You haven't been running away from it. But now, despite not being able to, in your present, perhaps see what is ahead, you are using each and every one of the aspects of clarity and communication, perhaps pain, perhaps hurt, perhaps anger, perhaps frustration. You're using all of it as a way of helping you to move forward using all of your senses. So the Eight of Swords, so you have transformed what was perhaps both keeping you in a place. You've used it all, and you're saying, do you know what? Actually, I'm going to move from this place. I'm going to come from this place. I'm going to use this energy to help me feel my way through it. So it has been both with respect for what has been, with respect for where you are, and with a determination to use everything that you have, and you have everything you need at this time to the best of your ability to come through. And you see again, the dark clouds are passing, and there is this beautiful light coming through now. And you've literally sometimes had to almost claw your way out of feelings that you've had, but by God, you've done it. And what has emerged, thank you, Spirit, from this situation is a different type of structure in your life. You have got the Three of Cups with the wonderful pelicans, and then you've got the Four of Wands card here. So first of all, I'm going to say what was a very enclosed energetic structure is now much more open and expanded. And this represents your concept, your ideas of relationships and interactions with people, and the freedom for people to come and go as they wish and they desire. And the secret behind every single interaction that you may have in relationships and what it's trying to teach you, which it is, you're absolutely receiving it. But also, there's this wonderful, from this old structure to this is such a powerful place to be within your energetic relationships. The pelicans, David Attenborough has just done something on the Wild Isle. He's been filming in the UK, and just last night, thank you, Spirit, I was watching about these adorable penguins, and you see here they've got these fish within their beak. So you have created and manifested a space now where you are encouraging these pelican type relationships. And pelicans are symbolize, oh my goodness, love, loyalty, friendships, relationships, romantic included, for life. Community that is both open, close, together, but independent, the freedom to fly. So pelicans, this is why Spirit's so clever, pelicans also live under the ground. They have their little bolt holes that are under the ground, and they all know whose is whose. You've come up from a different sense of being underground to this more joyous being part of a community. And the only thing that Spirit's advising you here within this space, aside from the recognition of where you are, is that you are working very, very hard to provide, to do what needs to be done, whether it is for yourself, for your loved ones, for your community, but whatever it is, the energy behind you is the pelican. Look up the pelican. It's a really powerful energy for you at this time. But there are very naughty other birds. There are two types of seagulls that will try and take this very hard-earned fish, which represents abundance, from the pelicans. And just be aware of squawking energies around you that might be wishing to, within their desire to take from you, perhaps take from you the feeling of abundance that you are creating for yourself. So it's about doing what you're doing quietly without perhaps broadcasting too much what you're doing. So if that is what you're doing, because I don't see a seagull in this card, you keep doing it. Whatever you're creating for your future abundance and growth, stay quiet about it, because you don't want others coming in and impacting your space with their energy. And you're the one doing all the work. So this is for you, my darling. And in your future energy, but do look up that pelican for yourself. It's a really gorgeous, and again, 3 of Cups represents relationships that are to feel joyful in, to celebrate in, to be recognizing that, my goodness, this is my soul tribe, my soul mate, my soul friend, my soul sister, whatever it is. This is this energy, and it's for life. It is not just for Christmas. It's not just temporary. It's continuous momentum of a beautiful, powerful energy. Look up the pelican, my darling. And you've gone from the feeling of the ant, which is incredibly strong and hardworking and doing for others, but perhaps not understanding why it's doing for others, to the 3 of Cups energy of the pelican, which knows why, because it loves, because it has a connection that it wishes and desires to be for its life. And it's a very different energy. You now understand why you're doing things as opposed to doing them perhaps automatically and feeling tired alongside of it. And I'm not surprised that that energetic structure collapsed within your life. This has been for your greatest good, my darling. And my goodness, you've worked hard to come out of it, to surface, to burrow again, but to burrow again now with a joyful abandonment and understanding why you're doing it. It's really sweet. Thank you, Spirit. Potential outcome. Thank you, Spirit. So you have got Strength card on the bottom of the deck, the Knight of Cups, and you've also got the 7 of Wands. There is something with this Knight of Cups coming towards you. This is somebody, I don't know what type of bird this is, but this is somebody who's going to, or already has, but is coming, this movement towards you. It's going to make a bit of a splash in your life, okay? A bit of an emotional splash, might churn things up for you a little bit. Emotionally, you're going to go, oof, oof, a bit of a flutter. It's that sort of energy. And they're coming in to land, okay? They're coming in. And, you know, you're in this lovely, busy, lovely, energetic space, but there is this energy that's coming in towards you. And you're not necessarily looking for this cup to be filled because you're in a sense of fulfillment already. But it is an energy that's coming towards you. And it's an energy that is an aspect of you looking to make a change for yourself. Because you've got the Strength card. They're coming in, I feel, to help you perhaps pull certain weights, pull certain responsibilities. They're coming in to help you, but it's also to balance you. It's also to recognize that you are amazing in terms of what you're doing and the strength and willpower that you've had to come away from something that you've continuously had the energy to push forward, to push through. And this is a reflection now of the energy that you're in. Now, the reason that I'm hesitating here, and it's simply, it's not a hesitation in terms of who this Knight of Cups is, and I've just been given the explanation. It's a hesitation because I've got the Seven of Wands, but as I went to pull you another card, I've got the Five of Cups has come out. And so this is what this Knight of Cups has come in to be charming and flirtatious and to remind you how gorgeous and how lovely you are. So this is a really lovely movement of energy. They're not yet your king, but they're your knight. So there is movement towards you. And all Spirit is reminding you of, and this is why this card has also come out, because you have pulled away for so long and you have stopped now and you have come away from an environment, and it's taken, again, great determination to come away from environment, only taking what you need from it. But I feel this is why Spirit is urging you to just hang out, to be with those, to be with your tribe. Sorry about my doggy snoring, because this Five of Cups energy is here along with the Seven of Wands, which is a skunk. So there is another energy that's also around you. And it is one of, oh my goodness, what have I done energy. This is the beaver, this is the architect of the animal kingdom. And somebody is aware of what they have blocked within their life, how they changed the course of their life emotionally. And this is this energy here of the Seven of Wands. So it is just to say to you that what has happened for you in the past, there might be a slight return of that energy. And it's quite amusing that Spirit's using the skunk, because what Spirit is saying to you is just set your no, your powerful no radar out. Nobody wants to go near a skunk, okay? So they're going to keep their distance. So just step into that black and white, very powerful space and say no powerfully and send it out like a skunk spray. Just send it out. I know that sounds awful, but that's the energy of no, the vibration of no, because you don't need to step into that energy space. You're not meant to step into that energy space. That's the seagull coming in to disrupt this gorgeous, lovely, joyful, wonderful, fun, playful space that you've created, of which the Knight of Cups is going, whoop, I'm coming in to join this space. So this is the Seven of Wands energy. You don't need to be backed into a corner. Don't let yourself be backed into a corner, but equally, you know, maintain your integrity, which you do so well. Maintain your boundaries. There is no need to defend yourself at all, but it's about standing within the place of your own truth, my darling. I feel I'm just going to pull one more card for you before I wrap up, because the sun is coming out, having it been raining. Thank you. Look at this, the Three of Wands. So this is your space now. Wands are about your actions, your desires. Well, I'm going to say, first of all, it's about the thought, the imagination, turning into an understanding of expression that this is what you desire and want, and turning it into action. You have sent out a resounding call, like the woodpecker, bang, 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 on the wood. The wood represents the wood-wide communication, the vibration of communication that you're giving out at this time. You've sent out a call. You are manifesting something. It is so much closer than you think. Do you see how calm this water is? And there's more than one thing that you've manifested in your life, because there are two very smart, beautiful little boats, little yachts coming in here. And they've already docked. So something's already landed in your life. Something's already happened. Another one is not far behind. The water is clear. The water is calm. Remain calm. Remain collected at this time. Don't let the seagull energy disrupt your space. Cool, calm, and collected, I'm receiving. And when you're collected, it's about collecting your thoughts. It's about it's about conducting yourself in a way that you are cool, calm, and collected. And then in conducting yourself, it's like you're the conductor of your harmonious vibration. And Spirit is asking just for a little bit more patience. But these boats have docked. They've come, they've heard the call, they're listening to the call. And as this woodpecker, please look a woodpecker up as well. This is the Three of Wands. This is what you've sent out is now vibrating back to you, my darling. So good for you, Pisces. Beautiful reading for you. I trust that has helped those that have resonated with it. I look forward to doing another one for you next week. In the meantime, this afternoon, I am aiming to finish the spring equinox readings, of which you are a part. So keep an eye out for your spring equinox readings as well, my darlings. But otherwise, have the rest of a gorgeous weekend, and so much love to you. Bye-bye.